My name is H.A. Goodman, and I'm an author, columnist, and journalist. And to read all my writing, go to counterpropa.com, support the site through the Amazon links, and the donate button at Counterpropa. Share the petition below. It's below a bunch of links. Just scroll down in the description section. You'll see it. It's to get the DNC to give its computer servers to the FBI. The FBI actually requested those computer servers. Yes, they did from the DNC, but the DNC said, no way, we're not giving you our servers that are hacked by the Russians. Because if you look at them and examine them, you'll see that they're possibly a mole or nobody hacked the DNC servers, showing that Bernie Sanders was cheated and Donna Brazile gave questions to Hillary and Debbie Wasserman Schultz and 4 other DNC officials were forced to resign, all that stuff. What do you think? I'm speaking to everybody, not just my amazing subscribers, but anyone who thinks that I'm nuts for saying there's nothing that's going to take place when Flynn testifies. He's not going to, even if he asked for immunity, it's regarding potentially discussing sanctions with the Russian ambassador or issues pertaining to possible Logan Act violations, which he didn't violate the Logan Act, or any they're going to try to get him on his consulting ties to other countries. They're going to make it a show trial or something similar to a show trial in Congress. Of course he's going to demand immunity. Why wouldn't you? There was no crime committed, but they're going to make even the semblance of any smoke into a raging inferno, which is the exact opposite of what happened to Hillary Clinton. So many people were given immunity there, and she actually did commit crimes. But anyway, intelligence officials, transcripts of Flynn's calls don't show criminal wrongdoing. He was already spied on. What do you think he's going to testify? They already know everything that he's said to everyone he's communicated with for the past 6, 7, 8 months, a year. However long they've been spying on him. Current U.S. intelligence officials tells NPR's Mary Louise Kelly that there is no evidence of criminal wrongdoing in the transcripts of former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn's conversations with Russian Ambassador Sergei Kislyak. Although the official, the official says that there are recordings as well as transcripts of the calls, and that transcripts don't suggest Flynn was acting under orders in his conversations. Okay. Depending on the content of the conversation, Flynn could have violated the Logan Act, which bars a private individual, but he didn't because he was an incoming national security advisor. So even with that, that's what the immunity is about. But here, not just NPR, Washington Post, FBI found no wrongdoing. Or FBI reviewed Flynn's calls with Russian ambassador but found nothing illicit. But do you think they only reviewed the Russian ambassador calls? They reviewed all his calls with everybody, because you never know if Fuzzy Wuzzy Bear, the Russian hacking group, they could have so many different, spies everywhere. You know what I mean? So they're going to review his calls with a whole bunch of people. How about all his calls? How about all his communication with everyone he communicated with on Twitter, on Facebook, on cell phone, email, whatever, any type of communication, text message, Skype. The FBI in late December reviewed intercepts of communications between the Russian ambassador to the United States and retired General Michael T. Flynn, National Security Advisor then President-elect Trump, but has found no evidence of wrongdoing or illicit ties to the Russian government, U.S. officials said. So these are different sources from the NPR sources. That's the Washington Post. But wait, there's more. So The Hill, FBI finds no wrongdoing. This was well documented. What do you expect Flynn to say in the testimony? Yes, Trump was paid by the Russian government to notify America that the Russians knew the DNC would be cheating Bernie in June, and they knew that Trump would have this amazing surge up the polls, And they knew that people in Wisconsin who haven't voted for a Republican since 1984 in a presidential election would suddenly switch because of how Bernie was cheated. They'd be so upset. And because of all of this, this is General Flynn talking, I was told to hide all the evidence. I was told to hide Trump's vast knowledge of hacking or the money he got from Russian hackers or the Russian government to tip the election. It's insane. It's insane. Hillary lost. Get over it. That's why I keep talking about Hillary, because nobody's gotten over it. You're not going to find anything. You didn't find anything with the Rachel Maddow tax fail. 538, all the smartest people in the room said that she'd win the election. She got clobbered, politically clobbered. The Democratic Party got obliterated in the Electoral College. I said that Clinton would lose for like 2 years. I brought up favorability ratings in 2015. People on Reddit, the Correct the Record trolls, couldn't stand that. And on the message boards. And in Daily Beast, they couldn't stand it. Now they have Trump, and they're pretending to resist. If they just listened to me, they wouldn't have cheated Bernie, or they would have sided with the pragmatic candidate in Bernie Sanders, not the one under FBI criminal investigation. But again, Flynn is not going to explain or testify exactly what you want him to testify if you are thinking he's going to disclose all this information. There's nothing there. There's no crime committed. For all we know, it could have been a mole within the DNC who is now, poor guy, was murdered. We don't know anything because we've never seen the DNC servers. WikiLeaks categorically denies any association with Russians. Trump categorically denies it. The only people who are somewhat certain is the NSA, that they're moderately confident. Nobody in the intelligence community is 100% confident. James Clapper says there's no direct evidence. So Michael Flynn knows more than James Clapper, even though the Director of National Intelligence has access to NSA, FBI, CIA, all of them. Nobody has any evidence. Nothing's going to happen. But you just keep believing that Flynn's going to spill the beans. Give me your thoughts below. Thank you so much.